If you could just break down that into sectors, that Axis is tracking, sectors it likes, sectors it's cautious on, to help our audience to get specific actionable insights, that would be helpful.
Sectors that has a house we're bullish on are lenders. That includes NBFCs and banks, particularly private banks. We're not very gung ho about auto, not very gung ho about tech sector, stocks for obvious reasons. Because if discretionary spending by IT firms comes off, then there'll be some knock-on effect on Indian firms as well that are servicing those clients in the US. Not very gung ho on healthcare, which might seem a little off because healthcare is considered to be a defensive sector. Sectors that we are very bullish on, like I said, financials are our number one pick, followed by sectors such as metals, which are showing promise. Other sectors such as FMCG, consumer durables, consumer staples. These are some of the sectors that we want to bet on.
If I just break this down into capex and consumption, what do you want, how are you guys looking at that? Any interesting data, as you said, that you're tracking that gives you some confidence in India's growth or slowdown, whatever the case might be? Consumption, there are mixed trends. Capex, there's been some debate on whether the government is, pushing through the same numbers that it did in the last 3-4 years. Any thoughts?
Capex is still a sticky area. Consumption, I think, with all of the announcements that came through in the budget, I think the writing is on the wall. The government really wants consumers to spend, which is why it's decided to leave more money in the hands of consumers. Now the question is, will consumers spend? And I think that's where what the RBI does from here becomes so pivotal. I think the central bank has already cut rates a couple of times from 6.5%, which was the high, before it started cutting, and very recently it cut rates by another 25 basis points to 6%. The market's expectation is we will have another 2 rate cuts of 25 basis points each before the end of the year.
Okay.
So if that happens, then there is all the reason for consumption stocks to do well.
So we'll be at about 550,
550 thereabouts here.
Yeah?
That's what the market is thinking.
IVM.